Hi, so you want to complete the Minecraft Hour of Code Aquatic Challenge. Great. I teach lots of different ages and abilities, and I need to have the answers in front of me when I go into different classrooms. And I realized very quickly when I was trying to do this hour of code that it is not that user friendly for teachers who don't have a lot of time to prepare beforehand. So I made this very short video that gives you all of the answers laid out, and I've actually had teachers take screenshots on their phones of my videos, and they just have them right in the palm of their hands if they're going from student to student. So I hope you find this really useful.
Okay, so log into code.org using your student's email address and password, and then click on the Minecraft Voyage Adventure. I do not show the tutorial video. I find it a little confusing to my class. You can watch it. It's cute. Okay, let's explore the close-up of the game itself of what you're going to try and be doing. So here is the screen that you're going to see at the top. You see the different challenges 1 through 12. If you have an incredibly long class and you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to 12, you can. I usually do 1, 2, 3 and then do 3 a class for several classes. You see in the light gray area the blocks that you're going to move. And you just drag the blocks underneath each other, and then that is the sequence in which your sprite is going to move. And then on the very left of the screen, you see like a little island of blue water and a brown island, and then you see the run button. And this little run button is what you're going to click to get your sprite Alex to move your character. There are 2 characters. I choose Alex in this example, and with the blocks that I have laid out for you, Alex is going to, when run, move forward, move forward. Okay, so here's a close-up of the little Minecraft island where we're going to do our first challenge. And you can see that there's like a little treasure chest there next to the tree, and that is where we're going to move Alex to. And you don't have to do anything once you get to the object that you're trying to move to. It will just open itself. Okay, so again, challenge 1. At the top of your screen, you're going to see the instructions in every single challenge. So we need supplies for the voyage ahead. Collect a boat from the chest. So again, in this first challenge, you're going to, I think they already have the when run block dragged out there, and you're going to drag out the move forward, move forward. So Alex is just going to go forward to the chest. That's it. That's all she is going to accomplish. Okay, so it is a little bit hard to see in code.org, and I don't know if they've changed that, but here is the treasure chest up close. Everything in a Minecraft type of challenge is boxy and pixelated. And let's go ahead and take a look at, okay, so you can see when you accomplish a challenge, your sprite will look up at you, your character will look up at you and jump up and down. So all I had to do was move forward twice, and then Alex is at the treasure chest. It opens by itself, and she looks up at me and she jumps up and down. And that's how I know that I have successfully completed the challenge. And again, it's just like a little island, and there's a little tree, there's some kelp, there's our little treasure box, and it's surrounded by water. And then the challenges get a little bit harder as you go on. There's a close-up of Alex and her looking up at me, and you can sort of see her hair and her eyes and her mouth and her arms and legs, and that's what a Minecraft character sort of looks like. Okay, so when we get started, one of the first things that you're going to be asked to do, each student is going to select a character, Steve or Alex. I select Alex, and then we are given instructions. Everything else is grayed out. And so I have somebody from my class read out loud what our goal is, and then we sort of guess in the class what we're going to be asked to do. Obviously we're going to be asked to do something on the computer screen, and most children understand that you're not going to be starting off splitting the atom. You're going to start off something very simplistic. So challenge 1, move to the treasure chest. Now, in each of the challenges, I'm going to give you the solution right up front. So if you're running late, here it is. When run, move forward, move forward. Okay, so this is me doing challenge 1 in real time. So goal, move to the treasure chest. And when I hit run, my little Alex just moves forward once, and that's not quite good enough. So I go ahead and move forward I drag that under the move forward, the first one. And I can see that when I hit reset and run, I have accomplished my goal because she's jumping up and down. And then it gives you in all of the challenges, puzzle 1 completed, congratulations, or puzzle 2 all the way through puzzle 11. And then puzzle 12 is more of like a free-for-all. All right, challenge 2. Now we're going to move to the little boat that we just discovered. And the solution is when run, move forward, turn right, move forward, move forward. Okay, so here we are again. And do you see the boat? It's sort of there at the top right hand side, and it's sort of like off of a plank. So I have the kids press run right away, and nothing really happens because we haven't put any commands. We haven't dragged out any commands. So let's drag out move forward and turn right. So move forward, turn right. Okay, now I'm looking at the plank. So let's drag out some other things. And now you have to drag the code right underneath the other code, or it doesn't work. Okay, almost there. So move forward, turn right, move forward, move forward. Let's see what happens here. Yay, she's jumping up at us and looking, and that means we've completed puzzle 2. Okay, so let's continue on. Challenge 3, move to the little codfish. Now, the little codfish doesn't look like much. It's just like this little splashing thing in the blue water. Okay, so this one, you actually have to hit move forward 7 times. So drag that out 7 times, and that's your answer. All right, so there's Alex sort of in the very middle of the bottom of the screen, and she's in the boat. And we're going to go grab that codfish. So you can sometimes I ask my classes how many move forwards they think it's going to be, and you can almost count. And we'll have contests, see who thinks it's 3, who thinks it's 4, who thinks it's 5. Some kids will say 10. And usually kids are pretty close though, because these the movements are blocky, so you can sort of predict what it's going to be. So I'm going to get pretty close this first time. I'll keep adding move forward and keep hitting that run button. And some kids get really upset if they don't get it right away, but I just like to experiment. I just tell them we're just experimenting. So go ahead and hit run and then move forward 7 times, and then there's Alex jumping up and down in a boat, which is unwise. Don't do that. Okay, cool. Oh, this challenge goes very fast. Okay, number 4, move to the dolphin. And a lot of my students get this right off the bat very quickly because they recognize that there is a different type of code right away. And they're like, okay. So when run, repeat until goal. So you just move forward, repeat until the goal. Wouldn't that be nice in life if we had that? Okay, so move to the dolphin. You can see the dolphin out there splashing right in front. And so we just put in that move forward right in the middle of that repeat until goal. And then Alex rows her little boat out and starts unwisely jumping up and down in the boat. Okay, so puzzle 4 completed. Yay! Okay, now this is where I sort of do some extra challenges with repeat until commands and how they would be useful in life. This is a good end point if you go 1 through 4 for a classroom, especially a larger class. That's great. I find that really is exciting for the period. So let's talk about repeat until commands. Wouldn't they be useful in life? Like go to school, repeat until graduation. Eat apples, repeat until full. Practice your foul shots, repeat until you don't miss. Put away your laundry, repeat until the basket is empty. And then I ask the students to write down a bunch of repeat until commands. And some of them are quite creative. We have a lot of fun with this. Okay. Challenge number 5, move to the treasure chest again. And this one goes pretty quickly too. So in this challenge, here's the answer, and it will be at the top right hand of your screen for you. And in this challenge, let's get there. You're going to see it's more of a grid. So do you see that the chest is sort of toward the top right hand of your screen? It's sort of tucked away, hidden in there. And Alex is sort of behind some blocks, some brown blocks. And if you press run, Alex is not just going to be able to go anywhere. When she moves into a barrier, into one of those blocks, she'll just stay there and keep hitting her head against the block. And I guess she's swimming in these adventures, so she sort of makes that swimming motion. So you have to sort of figure out, okay, do I need to take right or left? Now, since you're looking down on Minecraft and it's an itty bitty little screen, this is what is sort of hard to explain to students, especially students who might have never done Minecraft before. That's what it's so nice to have these solutions in your pocket before you start class. So I'm just experimenting here with turn right, move forward, turn right. And you'll see that I have a master's degree from a technical school, and it's still trial and error for me, and which I always tell my students. I know lots of code, but it's trial and error. So I finally get to the treasure chest, and there's a little seashell in there. All right, challenge 6, move to the salmon fish. And again, it's a real little splashy movement in the blue water. So you can't necessarily see, it looks like a little hot dog to me jumping out of the water. All right, so your answers are on the top right-hand side of your screen. And again, we have a grid. So I asked the students, especially older students, if they can write down before they click anything what they need. You can also do this with arrows. I've seen students do it with post-it notes and arrows, lay out a little grid and do it before class starts, before they get on the computers, as like a little unplugged assignment. So the top right hand of your screen, it says repeat 3 times, move forward, turn right, repeat 3 times, move forward, turn left, repeat 3 times, move forward, turn right, and repeat until goal, move forward. Now it is interesting to see which of the students do this and they go a different way. So you can ask your students how many different ways can they do this and still get to the salmon fish. You can ask your students what's the quickest way, the least amount of code. There's a couple different extra challenges that you can do with this. Okay, and then he's just sort of maneuvering, and I'm just doing this piecemeal. And then I'm almost there. And I'm just maneuvering around, I guess, these little pieces of gray block. And then she jumps up and down in the boat again, and we have our salmon. All right, we are on to challenge number 7. We're moving to the treasure chest again. And 7 or 8 is usually where I wrap up class 2. Okay, so this is our code. This is the correct code for completing goal 7. It's going to be up on the right-hand side. This is another grid. We're going to move to that treasure chest from the bottom of the screen. Inside the treasure chest is a prismarine. which is like a little, another little block, like a little blue-green block. Okay, so when run, repeat until goal, move forward. If path to the right, turn right. So there's a couple of different things in here. If path to the right is the newest command that we're going to explore. And then you can go ahead and ask your students what happens if you do if path to the left, and see if that you can work that in as an extra challenge. Okay, so I get there. I basically just had to turn right, and then we get to that that little treasure. All right, challenge 8. This is a good stopping point after this challenge because this goes very quickly. Okay, when run, repeat until goal, move forward to the right, Okay, move to the tropical fish. And do you see, you start sort of at the bottom left hand of your screen, and then the tropical fish is sort of there splashing in the water. Again, sort of like next to you, but you can't get over there that quickly. You have to move forward and then go to the right. Okay, so I ask my students, I try and count out myself here, how many move forwards it's going to take. So instead of, if you want to do like an extra challenge, instead of that repeat until goal, you can actually do move forward, move forward, move forward, move forward. I think it is 7. And then turn right. Or you can just fool around with it like I did piecemeal and figure out, okay, as I'm dragging this to the right and then turn left, I actually need to move forward in there. And let's see if I'm smart enough to figure this out. Oh, okay. No, first I did repeat until goal, move forward. And I think that's not going to work. Oh, is that going to, no, I don't know if that's going to work or not. Because I have turn left. All right. I must have had my coffee when I did this because I changed it to turn right. Okay, let's go ahead and hit run and see if this actually works. So repeat until goal, move forward. If path to the right, turn right. Let's see if I was right here. Turning right. Yay! She's jumping up in her boat again. She's going to fall out of that boat. Okay, challenge 9. Move to the treasure chest. This is a good beginning if you're doing this in a 3-part series. Okay, so this is a little bit more involved. We have repeat until goal. We have if standing on blue and if standing on red. So you can sort of see from the grid that you're going to have to figure out how to get to that treasure chest. You're starting at the bottom left again, and the treasure chest there, sort of in the middle of the left. And you'd like your students to use the red and blue coral patches. So those are just the bright blue, and then there's a couple of red hidden in there. And then if you're standing on those, what do you do? So again, if you want an extra challenge as like an unplugged idea, have your students write down the code before they actually start the challenge and see if they can get it right on, since you have the answers, before they even start, and then have them follow their code. This is another one where I think there's a couple of different ways to do this. So ask your students if they have any other paths that are correct to correctly get to that treasure chest. So I'm just dragging in, and I'm going to hit run. And I know I'm not going to quite get there on my first chance here, but I want to see how far I can get. So I go to that blue, I turn right. I go to that blue, I turn right. I go to the red, and I turn left. And I smack my head into the wall. That is not right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and instead of turn left, I'm going to turn right. Or I'm going to keep with that turn right if I'm on a blue, but then I'm going to add if I'm standing on a red coral to turn right or to turn left. Okay. Oh, did I say turn right? Okay. We'll see if this is right. Okay, so I go to the blue, I turn right, go to the blue, I turn right. I go to the red and I turn right, and I am hitting my head against the magenta coral. Okay, so that is turn left. So the instructions at the top left are correct. Okay, so I go to the blue, I turn right. I go to the blue, I turn right. I go to the red, I turn right. I go to the blue, turn right. Go to the red, turn right. Go to the blue, turn right. Blue, turn right. Blue, turn right. Yay! This is the most fun one, and you get that little blue thing. Okay, challenge 10, move to the octopus. So that challenge 9, took me in the classroom. It usually takes me a long time. I think that challenge 9 is harder than challenge 10. Okay, this has a fun little octopus in it, which I guess is supposed to be the black thing with the wiggly legs. Nothing against code.org. It's just this is very hard to see, especially if you're standing behind a large group of 25 students and you're running from Chromebook to Chromebook. This is hard to see. Okay, so, and that's why I have these solutions in my hand as I'm running around. Okay, so challenge 10 I found harder than challenge 9, move to the octopus. Here is the solution: repeat until goal, move forward. If standing on the sea lantern, turn right. So you see, this is cute. It has a little black octopus there, sort of in the top right hand or top middle of your screen, and then you start at the bottom left. So one run, you use that repeat until goal, and then you are using that move forward, and if standing on sea lantern, turn right. So I have known some teachers that have printed this out in a grid and then given their students little sticky notes, right, left, if standing on, that type of thing, and they figure it out as an unplugged activity. Or you could just do what I'm doing, which is just, okay, let's just sort of trial and error. I'm eyeballing it and seeing how to move Alex to that little octopus. So it is just, if you're standing on those white sea lanterns, keep turning right. That is the solution. And I finally got it. And puzzle 10 is created. Continue. And we're going to go ahead and move into puzzle 11, which is our last puzzle. Puzzle 12 is just basically create your own little garden. So challenge 11 is make a wall around the square. That is the objective. There are some other instructions, but okay, so we want to repeat the conduit until, and we move forward and place prismarine. If standing on the sea lantern, we turn right. So basically you're just making that little square surrounding the square in the middle of your screen. So you have all these like little bubbles and things floating, and the kids really like this because there's quite a lot of action in this grid. This is really super easy as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I've taken out place prismarine, and now I'm going to go ahead and put that repeat 5 times and then do, and see if that helps. And then I figure out that it doesn't, and it's just that move conduit completed until completed. So repeat until completed, which we have a lot of fun with that as well, is in unplugged activities. So I'm forgetting to put that move forward in there, and that is always one of the first commands that you use. So I'm going to do move forward, move. And then I realized, oh, okay, I need to turn where the sea lanterns are. Turn right. So I think I'm on the right path now. If standing on not sand, but sea lantern, which are those little white things, I move forward and place Priest Marine. And then I turn to the right. And that's it. And hit run, and let's see if I got it. So repeat until conduit, move forward, place Priest Marine. If standing on sea lantern, which are the little white things, turn right. And so basically you're just making a wall around that middle square. Yay! Now she's looking up at us and jumping, and that's the sign. Okay, challenge 12, make your own world. The class and I had a lot of fun with this. This can be a completely new class time. Congratulations, the open aquatic world awaits you. Build a coral reef, a volcano, a shipwreck. It's up to you. So the kiddos love this, and basically, it's just what do you want to build? So here is sort of a close-up of where you are. There's your like little fountain, and then as you move around, you are given a bigger space. Each challenge can be sent to a phone. So again, if you want to do this as a whole separate class, you can, and then you can have your students send them out to their parents. So I just made a couple of little red coral blocks. Here's a kelp design that I did, seaweed design. In this one, there's like a brick, a red coral, and a little kelp. And here are some extra challenges. Cover all the squares with magenta. Spawn squids on all the squares. Make each square a different color, or make each second square a different color. It's really up to you. I've had kids make the flag, our state flag. I've had kids make the American flag just because it's so easy to give them a printout of what a flag, your state flag, looks like, and then because they're blocks, they're really easy to do. I've had kids make smiley faces, kids say hi, you can say hello. Again, it does go longer than what you see on this example, so it is a bigger grid than what you see on this video. And then go ahead and email them or text them out to parents, and you can collect them and put them on your school website. You can put them together, print them out. Just a lot of fun. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this.